What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker.
And I'm your man, Slink Johnson.
And today we about to get into this, man, with the gray area. Idols turn to rivals. Woo! So Slink, man, we've been talking about this and we had to do an episode of the gray area on this, man. The idols become rivals.
An episode devoted to one
song.
Track.
We never done this before, Slink.
We've never done this before. This entire episode is devoted to this one track from Rick Ross's newest project, Rather You Than Me.
Slink. I think what's amazing about this song is that we are in an era in rap where people are afraid to name names. And for him to not only name names, but to make it personal as far as him not paying dudes on the label, saying who he's not paying, calling out Birdman like he used to respect him, he doesn't respect him. This is a dude that is saying he didn't pay Khaled, he didn't look out for Khaled. He's like making not only major accusations, but he's naming names in a way we haven't seen in such a major way in a long time.
Yeah, he's making some very, very, very crispy allegations on Birdman, who, you know, these things have been rumored throughout the industry and throughout the hip-hop world for years now, you know what I'm saying? However, me personally, I like to consider myself a street nigga, and you know, a street nigga is like, our position is, I wasn't there, so I ain't gonna speak on it, you know what I'm saying? Right. But as a journalist and as I guess a talk show host now, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. You know, and I'm just gonna speak about the song. You know, I don't know what Birdman may have done or not done. I've just heard things being, you know, rumors, but rumors are just that, rumors. But for Rick to come out and be so intricate and so, you know, he spoke matter-of-factly on Idols Become Rivals. I mean, it wasn't even like a diss song to me. It was like, again, he's talking to his brother. Like, that was fucked up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, again.
I was gonna say, it was like an affidavit.
Yeah. He said, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love you, man. I still love you, boy. But, you know, that was fucked up. You should have paid them boys.
He took it deeper than rap, though, man, because he said the stuff about BG. He said the stuff about Turk. And I was just like, wow.
Most definitely. He said, basically, you know, I knew you wasn't going to go see BG. You know, Turk got out, you didn't break the boy off nothing. You ain't even take him a three-piece. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of cold because, you know, again, as much success as Cash Money Records has seen over the years, you would expect that the people's grievances wouldn't be as much or as many. You know what I'm saying? But however, you know, my mama taught me something years ago. She told me everybody ain't lying. So when you see Manny Fresh, first Juvie broke away. Yeah. You see, you know, Manny Fresh, BG, Turk, everybody kind of fell off, and you know, Wayne became the cash cow. You know, I thought even then, you know, after all the other guys had fallen off, okay, well maybe he's taking care of Wayne. But for Wayne to come out years later and be like, yo, man, fuck this guy.
I'm not getting paid either.
Yeah, that's cold-blooded.
So, and then even with the Khaled, he took it to someone that's not even in the camp, which I also thought was a big step because, you know, Khaled obviously is a champion of a lot of artists and obviously helped Cash Money, you know, get some notoriety and success.
Yes, he did. Actually, if you ask me, Khaled kind of helped reinvent Cash Money because at the time when they became, they started to do things together, you know, what you started to see, you know, online or whatever, what you started to see come out, you know, again, Khaled's involvement actually put Cash Money on another level.
Yeah, because the I'm On One song back in the day and a lot of the videos they were doing in Miami when they relocated down there after Katrina, I just remember, like, man, they had this whole new vibe, and then obviously different producers with Jazzy Faye, of course, was doing a lot of stuff and moving on to other people too. But man, this is shocking to me. So for you, do you think that this song is Genesis because, like, to you, Slink, why is now the time? Is it because Rick Ross has a new album coming out, or is it because he had just been fed up? You think it's a combination? Like, what do you think?
I think it's a combination. I think that he probably was fed up a long time ago. However, Rick Ross is a very savvy businessman as well, you know what I'm saying? So again, this game ain't based on sympathy, so nor is it based on feelings or emotions and shit. So he's not just gonna blurt it out. He's gonna wait for the right time. You know, he got to make his album juicy. And again, I'm sure that, you know, I really like Ricky Ross, man. I'm sure that he handled it diplomatically. I'm sure that Birdman was made aware that, you know, I'm gonna say some shit, bro. Because again, if you love them and they friends, you know. But again, in that song, Rick also mentioned that I gave y'all verses and shit. I didn't ask for a coin.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, maybe he's saying he saw it for himself. Like, y'all didn't pay me neither. Like, I wasn't tripping because we family, but, you know.
At the same time.
You know, you should have paid me some bread.
Yeah, and then it was even like when he was talking about when you get the bag and all that type of stuff. It's like
real niggas get the bag and how they change.
Yeah.
That was a cold line to me, because in a way I feel like, you know, when a real nigga get a bag, it's only gonna be better for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if a sucker get a bag, you know, he gonna do sucker shit. So, you know, I don't know. Was Birdman a real nigga from the first place? I don't know.
Man,
you know?
the whole thing.
Because a real nigga, it wouldn't have got that far. If you ask me, you know, we throw that term real nigga around so loosely nowadays in hip hop and rap. And real nigga to me is being a good person, a solid stand-up dude. It's not about being on no gangster shit. It's not necessarily about being the toughest motherfucker. It's about being a stand-up dude and stand for your words and want good things for people. You know what I'm saying?
And does the right thing.
And does the right thing. So are they really real niggas? You know what I mean? I don't know. Is Birdman really a real nigga? You know what I'm saying? Because you done raised them boys, had them boys come in from their adolescence. You know what I mean? Only to see it go to shit over the years with a guy like Wayne being his cash cow, man. It's like, I see it happen all the time, these situations where you got these families where the father's there and, you know, it look cool, they living, but the kids go haywire because, you know, he treated them like shit and neglected them all their life. So is that what's going on? I don't know. And maybe Juvie was the Ice Cube of the group and knew what was happening and shook.
Yeah, so the interesting thing to me, though, is that Rick Ross is also tracing the evolution of idols become rivals, because he's talking about how before he really got on that he was a fan. He
watched them niggas, yeah.
Yeah, and he really looked up to them.
And it's definitely a profound song and statement, because again, for myself in my profession, you know, some of the people that I looked up to, or some of the people that I, you know, really like as a fan, you know what I mean, are becoming peers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And for the most part, everybody's good, man. It's like it's wild being able to have these relationships with these people I watched for so long. And it's kind of sad, too, because, again, like Rick said in the song, you know, I come to the realization that your watch is fake. You know what I'm saying? I thought you owned them cars. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of these people that you think are, you know, supermen in their fields. You know, you find out how human they are. You know what I mean? So that's kind of disheartening at times, too.
Yeah, and I think, too, it's kind of like peeling the curtain back. Again, we don't know if what Rick Ross said is accurate, like factually, but we do know that all these allegations have been around for a long time, and we also know that, you know, Juvenile, BG, even Manny Fresh, when they did talk about it, they didn't go like this. And that's what I thought was like.
Well, you know, I think for Rick, it's a different situation. I'm not all the way in there, but just from the outside looking in, it looked like, okay, this dude getting his own money.
Right.
You know, he got his own situation. You know, Birdman hand not necessarily in his pocket. So look, I can say what the fuck I want. You know, excuse me. I'm a major factor in Miami.
Right.
You live in my city now. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah,
and he talks about that too.
He said, you came to my city. I let you in my city. I listened to how he said that though. I don't know. I wish he kind of would have cut that. The first part, I just sounded a little more confident when he said, yeah, I let you in my city. Right. But I think at that time, when, you know, I think Ross still had a little ways to go up the ranks when Birdman came. He wasn't quite there. So I don't know if you really let him in your city, Ricky. I don't know if you let him. I'm not sure if you let him. You probably did. I'm not from Miami. Shout out to Miami and all the real niggas out there. I'm not from Miami, but just the way it sounded to me, I'm not sure if you let him, because that nigga had money and relocated a whole camp.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you necessarily let him, however, you're part of the welcome committee, you know what I mean?
Rolled out that red carpet.
Rolled out that red carpet for that boy. But now if it was to happen now, Ricky definitely is going, you know, he's responsible for letting somebody in. So
the Teflon Don. Yeah.
That shit was cold. I mean, it's on repeat in my car. Like, I went through the whole album maybe twice, but Idols Become Rivals is just stuck right there. It's like on repeat, man, because again, we're gonna talk about that the rest of the album another time, but it's just so, you know, the boy is wordplay, man, and the way it's not a diss song, if you ask me. It's just like some real shit that you know, there were no threats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He mentioned, bombs detonating or some shit, but that's all part of the rap. I don't think he necessarily meant that as a threat. Now, you know, again, you gotta say fly shit to string shit together. So shout out to Rick Ross for his fucking lyrical dexterity. But it wasn't a threat. It wasn't a diss song. It was no, you know, it was just like, boy, you need, you know, I pray all producers get paid. You know, I hope Manny Fresh see the light. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that boy Wayne gave you everything there was to gain. Like,
Oops.
pay that man. Y'all niggas got all that bread, man, like for real, man. At some point, man, like for real, man. But I understand that's how the rich stay rich. That's how the wealthy stay wealthy, because
they keep it in-house.
If they started paying niggas what they owe for all the shit they get, you know, their portion will be significantly less. So, you know, but when you talking about your cash cow and people that count, man, you gotta take care of the people. You gotta appreciate the people that count financially, monetarily. You gotta take care of the people that matter. You know what I mean?
Well, let's.
Hey, I'm on the air right now talking about Birdman, man. Idols Become Rivals. You my rival now, nigga. You my rival now. See, this my man Greedy Mac. He was making shirts, and he taught me how to make the merch. Now I'm competing against him. Dig that. Hey, nigga, I'm gonna call you back when I get off the air, nigga. I'm gonna call you when I get off the air. All right, you a ham ass nigga. Later.
So yeah, y'all, make sure you hit us up in the comments section. Let us know what you guys think about Rick Ross, Idols Become Rivals, man.
Yo, and tell us about your idols that have become rivals. It don't have to be in rap. It don't have to be in hip-hop music, entertainment, whatever. Whatever your field is. If you got somebody that you was idolizing at one point, and now they're your rival, tell us about it right here in the comments.
Yeah, man, hit us up, man. I'm Soren Baker.
I'm Slink Johnson.
The Gray Area, Unique Access.
Smoke yours.